Oh, good. Just that time. Wait. Oops. All right, we are in. We're in. What's going on, YouTube? This is King Gabe coming at you live, and got Queen Tina here with me to kind of help me out with the live here. I know in the last live, first live that I did was me off screen, and of course Brownie watching Peter Pan. But now so since seeing how the how effective lives are, we're trying to do a little different with the little let's read thing there. So it looks like we got one person here. Trying to see. It's nice if they could let me see who it is there. It won't show there. Won't show. Well, anyway, basically, been watching what it is. You've been watching like Bob Shaw's story time with Bob Shaw lives, and we decided to do like a story time of my own there. Call it King Gabe Reads, so kind of give a little something different. And like the story time with Bob. What's up, Carrie? Yes, Claire. Sorry, it's Claire. So we decided to do pretty much like that. This is my wife, Christina.
Good evening, Claire.
Yep. Also known as Queen Tina of the Bubblina comics.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna have those updates to that. Matter of fact, got 15 illustrated panels of that, I think it is, so far. Yep. Ever since 2011.
So far, we are 8 years right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm about to get 10 years after 2022. Well, December 2021 it'll be 10 years, but yeah, that's close enough to 2022. Yep. So one reason I got her here all for your voice suggestions, put them up. She's gonna write them down. That way we can kind of help me keep up with the voice suggestions, especially if a lot more end up coming in and everything. As I read from here, this is the book, Absolutely Normal Chaos. A little something about it. This book was actually from my middle school class. In 8th grade, I wasn't doing so well on my AR tests, and you guys, yep, yes, indeed, what they call the prime, the prime of the aid there,
early bird.
Oh yes, yep. And I'm guessing the other one, I'm assuming Grace must have came in there. I know she said she was coming there. Yep. But yeah, like I said, but yeah, what I was saying about the book, in 8th grade, I wasn't doing so well on my accelerated reader test for a while, and so my teacher recommended these. Interesting. 2012. Okay. Year, not too long after us. It's December 2011 in our case. Yep. So she recommended these books that I read these books, and I was like, I never heard of this here. Got to reading it, and it was actually pretty interesting. So that's how and that was these were the books that I ended up passing my AR test on and getting some pretty good stories. Yep, she wrote this book, and there's also another book, Walk to Moons, and a few others. So starting with this one. Yep. And once we can get the first voice suggestion, we can kind of kick it off there. Because as you know, I am a man of many voices.
He sure is.
Yes. Or would you prefer? Yes. Well, that would have been so funny if Megatron had that voice. If only. Oh, October 2012. Okay. Almost a year, almost a complete year after us. So. Yep. Okay. I think we're gonna go. Might just have to start off with some voice of our own and write it. Yes. Okay. Okay. Definitely look forward to seeing that there. I think that's probably gonna. Yeah, that should be interesting there. All right. So we're gonna go on and get started. Kind of gonna start with a few voices of our own and like I say, start putting some voice suggestions in that box. That way we can kind of rotate with some there as I begin to read there and keep it entertaining. Looks like just Frizzy Camp. Okay. Uma. Oh, Descendants. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's gonna be an interesting start off there. Yeah, I think me can try to remember her. I know I've suggested that. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna start with this letter here at the beginning of the book in Uma's voice. Dear Mr. Brickway, here it is, my summer journal. Oh,
okay.
Oh,
like she's a fan of the sin.
Oh yeah, okay. Here it is, my summer journal, and as you can see, I got a little carried away. Problem is, though, I don't want you to read it. No, I don't want you to read it at all. I really mean it. Don't you dare read it. I just want you to know I did it. I didn't want you to think I was like one of those kids who says, oh yeah, I did it, but my dog ate it, or I lost it, or my little brother dropped it in the toilet and flushed it down. But please, don't read it. How was I supposed to know all this stuff was going to happen this summer? How was I supposed to know that Carl Ray would come to town and turn everything into an odyssey? And how was I supposed to know about... Oh, how was I supposed to know about Alex? Oh, but please, don't read it. Sincerely yours, Mary Lou Finney.
Well, like TNG Animation came in.
Okay. Hey, what's going on, Taylor? We gave, let's say, that was yeah, look at my, oh yeah, Alex. Yes. There's gonna be some interesting things about that one. But yes, TG Animation. Yeah, we had a shout out in in Brownie's video toward the different independent creators there. Oh yes, yeah, definitely. If y'all any of y'all in here are Sonic fans, definitely check out her channel. Yeah. All right, so okay, well that Uma voice was pretty good there. Pretty good little start off. Appreciate that there. So, okay, while they're coming up with another voice, you got one, baby?
How about How about Batman from the animated series?
Oh, the what was it? The Kevin Conroy one?
Yes, that one.
Ooh, I am vengeance and I am the night. Tuesday, June the 12th. I really wish someone would tell me what a journal is. When I asked my mother, she said, well, it's like a diary, but only different. Oh, yeah, like that really helps. She was going to explain more, but then Mrs. Fuzzet, the lady who moved in across the street, called to say that my brother Dennis was throwing eggs at her house. And my mother went berserk, so she didn't finish telling me how I supposed to even how am I supposed to even write a journal if I don't even know what one is? I wouldn't be doing this anyway, except Mrs. Zoller asked me to. She's an English teacher and asked us to keep a journal this summer and bring it in September to our new English teacher. Oh boy. I'd much rather be patrolling the streets of Gotham right now than doing this. I'm Batman. Yes, he probably would. Let's see what we got.
Morgan Freeman.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, his recent review. Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't give Morgan Freeman more to do in that movie. Okay. So, new English teacher. I guess I better say who I am. My name is Mary Lou Finney, and I live at 4059 Boxton Road in Easton, Ohio. I have a normally strange family. Here's our cast of characters, so to speak. Sam Finney, whose age I am not allowed to tell you. He is the father. He's a pretty regular father. Sometimes he likes us, and sometimes we drive him crazy. When we're driving him crazy, he usually goes out in the garden and pulls some weeds. When he is at work, he is a geologist and spends his days drawing maps. Much like, much similar to like what Batman does in his Batcave. What? Yeah, oh yes, yeah. I remember he was played that role once.
I think it's Bruce Almighty.
It's Bruce.
Yes.
I thought for sure it was it. Okay.
It's a possibility it may have been the sequel of All Night. It's a possibility, I'm not sure. They had two movies.
Well, it's been a while since I've seen those movies. Well, at least one. Well, at least the first one. Well, I definitely have to take a look at that because been so many years. My mind's not like what it used to be. That would explain the joke they made in my the Star Trek comic review about him explaining about a robot. Okay. Well, let's see. You got one? Yeah, another one here.
How about SpongeBob?
Ooh, enjoy this while y'all can, cause y'all enjoy this while y'all can, though. You know we can't do SpongeBob and Bob shows. Sally Feeney, whose age I'm not allowed to tell you or anyone else, is the mother. She's also a pretty He's also a pretty regular mother. Sometimes she drools all over us, and sometimes she asks my father if there's anything he can do about us. When we're driving her crazy, she usually just cries a little bit. When she's at work, she's an oral historian and spends all her days tape recording stories that the elderly people tell her. I think that by the time she gets home to us, she's a little tired of hearing the people talk. That's a pretty interesting tale there, Patrick. Why don't you? Oh boy. Let's see. Let's see what sense it is fun. Yeah.
Morticia Adams.
Morticia. Let's see, which one was she?
I think she was the one with the long hair. She's the mom of the Adams family.
Okay, I think how she sound. It's been a while since I've seen that show. You kind of have an idea how she sounded.
I think I've seen the Adams Family series. I think I've seen the old one and possibly the one back in the 90s, but I don't remember their voices of what they sound like because it's been a long time.
From the 1992 movies.
It's possible I may have seen the ones from the 90s, the movies, but I don't remember much of them.
Give me just a second, guys. Let's see, 1992 Addams Family. If I can pinpoint the actor, I might be able to pull that off. Let's see. From the movie, okay. Maybe. Okay, let's see, cast. You know it's
Angelica Houston.
Houston. I don't think I can do that one now. I was trying to see if there was anything else that maybe I heard her voice in.
Maybe.
Wait a minute. Isn't she from Daddy Daycare?
Looks like it.
Yeah, that show?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I remember her from Daddy Daycare.
Okay, because I recognize her face there.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure if this sounds like her from the Addams Family, but I will try what I remember from when she played in Daddy Daycare. I'll try that. Maggie Finney, 17 years old, is the oldest daughter. She is my sister. She's your basic boy crazy finger painting mobile sister, with whom I have a misfortune of sharing a room with, and she does not like me to touch her things. Mary Lou Finney, 13 years old, is next to the oldest. Well, that's me, of course. I don't know what I am, but I am waiting to find out. You know, that's the way life can be sometimes. I was not sure exactly what I did on that one, but that was something. Okay. That was something that kind of mixed it up a little bit. Let's see. Since you mentioned Daddy Daycare, the actors that was in the movie, and also in Addams Family. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna do one. I'm gonna throw one in. Eddie Murphy. Oh boy. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, okay. I thought something came up on the chat. All right. Dennis Feeney, 12 years old. Is the kind of brother that will climb up the tree with you one minute and then he'll go tell on you the next. He gets into a fair amount of trouble, such as, getting caught throwing eggs at Mrs. Fuzz's house and breaking the windows and with apples. Other than that, he all right. And Doug Feeney, better known as Dougie, 8 years old, he gets lost in the middle of everybody else. He's skinny and follows everybody around, and he's quiet and more serious than the rest of us, so nobody really minds him tagging along. But, when he calls himself a poor little slob.
How would you do Eddie Murphy in drag?
Probably like his impersonation of Mama Clump.
Sure.
Probably, probably Mama Clump, I think, which I know he's played some other female characters, but Mama Clump, I think, would be, in my opinion, is the closest to that.
What about Grandma Clump?
That's a possible. I could throw that in there.
Don't get me started with Rasputia from North.
Oh, that was my least favorite one. Looking back on that there. Let's see. Okay, so Mama Clump. Woo! Tommy Feeny. 4 years old and he is a spoiled baby kid type. Oh, but he's my little sweetheart. We think he's just as cute as anything, you know what I'm saying? And but, he gets away with murder, but he's the messiest little eater you've ever seen. This journal's not as hard as I thought it would, but I just hope I'm doing it right. It would be so terrible, 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 terrible to do it all summer and then have to take it and have someone look at it and say, oh, but this isn't a journal, dear. Oh my goodness. Ooh, well, child, I sure hope I'm doing that right, Cletus. And let's see, Grandma Clump. Oh, let's see, how would you read? If it all depends on how you write the story. This all depends on the story. It's kind of how I feel, especially about a lot of stuff that's coming out, and that's how I kind of feel about it. If the story is pretty good, to what they write, I go for it. Just like the Batman movie that's coming out. Yep. Okay. Let's see. Grandma. I tried to ask Mrs. Zoller a million questions about that journal when she gave it to us. But then old Alex Chevy said, geez, we don't want to know too much about it, then we're going to have to do it right. Can't you ever keep quiet? And stop asking so many questions. Shh. And now I'm just going to reflect on that. Ooh, I used to think that Alex Chevy was cute, because his skin was always a little pink, like he had just been running a race, and his hair was so clean and shiny. Ooh! And once we had to do an oral report together, and even though I did most of the work, he just patted me on the back, and when we were done, as if he realized what a good job I did. And he certainly is the best player on the basketball team. So graceful the way he runs and dribbles that ball. Ooh, it's rich. Ooh boy, I'm imagining it right now. But as I reflect on that, despite all what I just said earlier, I really see that he is a jerk. Mm. I just don't like it, the good looking man, he just be a jerk. And just like Stone Phillips at NBC. I had to throw that in there. Oh boy. No wonder Mama Crump be trying to sing over her. Okay. And that was the entry, starting new entry Wednesday, June the 13th there. Okay. So then you got a voice suggestion there, baby?
How about Mara Lawrence as Big Mama?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, let's. Ooh, I've been sitting there thinking about last Friday, the last day of school, when I heard Chrissy and Megan talking about Chrissy's party. I wasn't invited though. They were always having these parties, but only invited me once. That was because I took Megan some books and because she was sick and spent about 3 hours trying to explain to that girl about her homework. I even had to do some of it for her, because Lord knows she wasn't going to do the majority of it. And so for a week, she was my friend for about a week. But that party was the stupidest thing I had ever seen. I know there ain't no such word as stupid, but I put it in there anyway. Thing I've ever seen. All the girls just giggling in the middle of the room, and the boys were just leaning against the walls. And when they put on some records, then they started dancing, just the girls with the girls. until a slow song came on, and then some of the boys danced slow with some of the girls, just to hang their necks all over them. Nobody really asked me to dance, so I had to stand over by the food and pretend to be as hungry as anything. And to be honest, I really was kind of hungry. I sure hadn't eaten nothing before that party. I ate so much chip and dip there, it wasn't funny. Let me tell you, child. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. Forget Big Mama. Okay. I think of one here. Yeah. Big Mama used up my. Oh boy.
She used up her suggestion.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna tell you if. Yes. I got so written out here I was gonna do in the live stream from yesterday. Okay. I'm gonna do one. This is gonna be Bob Shaw rant from his Blues Clues review when he was ranting about Steve not finding a clue, and then got hit with morphine. Oh, this is gonna be a good one here. You know, I keep forgetting to reflect on these things. I'm gonna reflect on these for you. If I was a boy, I wish they would plan something more interesting, like a game of basketball. After our last exam, Kristen was slinking up to Alex like, "Well, Alex, I see you tonight." I'm gonna try to use some dialogue here. And Alex was just looking down at his shoes saying, ugh. And then Chrissy wiggled her shoulders and said in thin little voice now, "Well, are you coming, aren't you?" And that's just what she said. Yeah, that was the way he sounded when that happened to him. That was the funniest part of that review. Okay. Let's see. You get
How about Medea?
Oh my goodness. Because I mentioned about the girl power thing during Bubble In, so she tried to get. All right. Well, Alex put his toes of his shoes together like he was pigeon-toed or something. Then, and Chrissy just pushed her face right up next to his and said, "It's at 8 o'clock, don't forget." Then she patted her hand on his shoulder a few times and just turned away and wiggled, Lord. So I just walked home from school with Beth Ann. And Beth Ann Barr, that's my best friend, I guess. We're very different. We have been friends with no fight since the 4th grade. I tell her just about anything. And she tells me everything. And sometimes even things I really don't want to know and probably not really necessary to know. Like what she had for breakfast and what her father wears to bed. And no, I didn't make that up. That's actually in the book. And how much her new sweater costs. Sometimes things that just aren't really all that interesting. I mean, you don't have to tell me everything. Oh, a reboot there. Okay, okay. In the Nutcracker review. You might check that out there later. Okay. All right. Let's put one of mine in here. Okay. I did that. Oh, in the comments suggest. Okay. I was about to say, because if it was part of the review, where was it? Okay. Okay, oh boy. I'm going to do Pee Wee as the Arthur Fleck Joker. It's gonna be a mix. Now y'all gonna see why I get those little mix things when I be in his streams. Mhm. But anyway, on the way home as Beth and I was passing the Tasty Free. it it suddenly occurred that school was over and it was and I was gonna have to start having fun the next day. I wouldn't see most of the people at school for 3 months. Bill Man and I live on the farthest edge of the school district. And at least 2 miles from the other side of the school. It was a little sad to realize that school was over. And I thought, boy, isn't that typical? And you should wait, and you wait and wait for something to happen. And when it happens, you feel sad. Today's secret word is laugh. I'd be so in band camp right now. Oh, okay. Well, I am no stranger to dark openings, or dark stories in general. Okay. You have a palate cleanser for that.
How about the Joker when he's sad? Sad Joker.
Oh boy.
Sad Joker.
Hang on. We'll click that off there. You can get this thing off of here. There we go. Oh, it says she's surprised you don't like Pee Wee.
I'm surprised why I hate Pee Wee like crazy. Pee Wee, well, to be honest, well, I've seen a few much of Pee Wee, but I'm just kind of like so with Pee Wee. So.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of so.
Yeah, some things kind of, I guess it's like Patrick when he's say, it varies. Let's see, okay. Sad Joker. He's a sad clown. Well, I always stop at Beth Ann's house before I go on home. And we have this little routine that we go in and the house is quiet. Not at all like my house, which is a complete zoo any hour of day. Her house is always incomedically clean, as if someone just raced through it with a duster. And the vacuum cleaner, oh, it's as if no one really lives there. And our house as always has people's clothes lying over socks on the stereos and a jacket on the kitchen table. Everyone's papers and books clumped into piles on the chairs and the counters, and so I like to stop there before I go home. It just, I'm really sad because I found out that Batman died and I didn't get to kill him. Because we all know that only Joker kills the Batman.
She suggests Harry Hook has a stoner Harry Hook.
Oh boy. Okay. And now this line will be rated PG-13. Okay. Batman's parents both work, and so does her older sister Judy. So we have the house to ourselves. And we always go into the kitchen. And I can sit on the table while Batman takes out a bottle of Coke, gets a potato chips. And it amazes me that there's always stuff like Coke and potato chips in our house. That stuff will disappear in minutes. And to me, a lot of stuff disappears. Like my hook. Where did my hook go? I have no hook. Oh.
What's next? I have no body.
Say drunk.
Drunk Raven.
I'm guessing Bob Shaw Raven or Teen Titans Raven. I just want to make sure. I just want because I know both of the Ravens. I just want to make sure which Raven. Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow. Oh boy. This would probably she would probably get this way after hearing Pee Wee. Oh, excuse me. If you do see this, Raven, I'm sorry. See, I was asked to do this, just like with Bob. That's like when I asked Bob Shaw to do Payless. On the way home from Bethany's, I ran into Alex Shivery, who doesn't live anywhere near here. He had his hands in his pockets and looked very pink when he got up close to me. I said, Alex, what in the world are you doing over here? He said, oh, you live over here? I'm like, yes, I did. Oh, what a coincidence. Why? Oh, well, I know someone over here. I said, on Boxing Road. I was a little surprised. On Boxing Road is a very short road. I know everyone on that road. I've never seen Alex Shivery before. Ooh. Oh boy, this is some good stuff.
Sit.
Oh boy. I gotta admit, that was kind of hard to do. Okay. Well, since I just mentioned Bayless, I gotta put him in here. And this is because I'm also a Bayless fan, so he should be flattered to hear that other people do his voice. That will probably get him more views.
Sit.
So he said, oh no. And I said, on Winston? Well, Winston is the next street over. And he was like, oh yeah. And I said, who? I'm kind of getting tired of writing, I said and he said. Sometimes you don't really have to put those words in there. You just got to know who's talking. And so I ain't gonna put that because I'm getting really sick of it. Oh, the Murphys. Well, that's Alex talking. The Murphys? Well, I never heard of the Murphys. Well, anyway, we talked like that for a while. And he asked me if I was going to Christy's party. And I was like, no, I'm not going. And I was really glad I wasn't going because I sure as heck didn't want to go there in the first place. I mean, Especially after that last party, that was a major bomb. Almost like a box office bomb. All right. Look, when she. Okay. Interesting. Okay, look. One thing I know, one thing I may have stated in the stream, but whenever I would see Raven in the little square next to Bob Shaw, it sort of made me think of our friend Casey there. Whenever uh, she'd be on the Discord, that's kind of how that little square thing and everything would look with her in there. Yep. Got one, two.
How about 4 when he's mad?
Oh boy. Oh, like with that. So that was the last day of school. And when I got ready to go to bed, I thought about everyone being at that party, including Alex. I sort of wished I was there too. Not not that I thought it would be any fun, but because I didn't have much anything to do. I'm not really used to this ideal of a vacation yet. But boy, if I write this much every day of my vacation, I'm going to need 10 journals. Wouldn't Mrs. Zoller be amazed? And for your sake, though, mystery reader, I hope things get a little more interesting. God, do I look to be in a gaming mood?
Well, I don't work. Does it work for a school? Do I think I know about no. I don't work in school.
Okay. Well, but I think didn't you took a student
Student teaching at Newton Smith Elementary School when it
mhm.
was there.
Yeah, that was while she was in college. Yeah, she took up that. And
That was over 10 years ago.
yep. That was about the most of school of
I thought you thought I was a teacher? No, I'm not a teacher.
Yep. Well, I put it this way: we were which that was voluntary work, but we were volunteers at our church daycare. Not the one we're at now, but First Baptist. Yeah, we was daycare volunteer daycare teachers there, and that was how we met the writer of the Dora comics, Nisha. Yeah, yeah. Grew up to be a writer. Oh, 1 second there. All right. Okay, so now we're at the Thursday, June the 14th. I noticed they don't put the year in the books or like in certain TV shows when you don't see the year all the time.
We just have to guess.
Pretty much. Yeah.
My assumption might took place in either the 80s or 90s.
Probably it would either be that or probably the year of the book's publication there.
Yeah, just look at the copy.
Okay. Hope that goes good for you there.
If you're unsure, just look at the copyright. It usually be in the inside of the book. Like
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
I remember I write it in there.
Yes.
Copyright. Okay, 1990. So it's probably when it's taking place.
So in 1990.
Okay. Oh, you in college just like Grace. Okay. All right. See, I'm gonna start this one off with. Let's see. What was that? Oh yeah, that was Angry Thor. I did. Oh boy. Let's see. I'm trying. Let's see. I'm taking a look over here. Take a look at my niece. Okay. Sloopy. Sloopy the pillow. Kind of mix it up a little bit. Oh, okay, it says a little alert on there. Well, I have to admit that we did get a bit of interesting news today. I almost missed it entirely because of all the commotion at the dinner table. There's always a commotion there. You can hardly hear yourself eat. We had spaghetti, and Dougie doesn't like spaghetti. He was pushing it all around his plate and slopping the sauce all over. So Dennis just punched him, and Dougie started crying. And Mom told him to be quiet and eat his spaghetti because he wasn't gonna get anything else. And Dougie said, "I'm just a boy in a shop." And Dennis said that was right. Oh, happy birthday to me. Oh boy. The misery of a pillow.
Poor pillow.
And scares the living heck out of me.
Heck, most kids have nightmares.
They'll probably be scared to sleep on their pillows after
It'll
that.
be a lot worse if they got suffocated by that pillow.
Oh boy.
Suffocated to death by that pillow?
That'd be his revenge for making the movie. Alright. That one there.
How about Iron Man when he's happy?
Oh wait, we got a suggestion.
Oh my Harry, both make me mad.
Oh my goodness. Seemed like he was trying to hit on her, but it didn't seem like she was ever interested there. Okay, let's see.
I'll shift
What was it?
I'm shifting.
Oh, like put them in a relationship there. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, right here. I'm in the middle of all that. Dad said, I have a letter from Renee today. Renee's getting married. And Renee is married to Dad's brother, Uncle Carl Joe. And they live in West Virginia. Did you see it? Did you see it? Dad said he meant the letter. No, I didn't see it, Dougie. If you don't stop hollering this minute. Just to give you an idea of what a conversation is like around here. Well, she wants to know, Dennis, are you aggravating the situation? If you are, well, Mom can hardly eat. She's so busy trying to find out who's causing the trouble all this time. And Tommy's just throwing his spaghetti all over the floor, and it's in his hair. But that's just the way he eats. Woo! Okay.
Wow.
I think by that point her tentacles she probably would have changed to her tentacles and probably really made them holler. Oh boy. Okay, so okay. Alright, so let's see. Okay, what was you about to say now?
Iron Man when he's happy.
Oh, let's see. Like at the beginning of the first movie with that reporter?
Yeah.
Or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Sally? Oh, good night there, Claire. And be sure to catch the replay of the rest of it there.
I'll see you later, Quinn.
Alright, I'm probably gonna wrap it up after this entry here. Hey, Sally?
You're welcome.
No problem there. Sally, are you listening or not? My dad is getting annoyed because he can't stand all this commotion. And it happened. Oh, wait. I got when he was
Drunk.
Oh, okay. That might be a little easier. Sally, are you? Are you listening? Good night. My dad is getting really annoyed, and he can't stand all this commotion because it happens like every night. That's why, of course, I'm listening. Sam, Dennis, put your hands on the table where I can see them. And then Renee wants to call Ray up here. And then Dad eats a meatball. It's a really big meatball. It's about this time. Dougie is so upset that he spills his milk right onto my plate. Sam, can you do something about them? My mom said, yeah! That's kind of so he's being happy while all this commotion is going on.
Wow.
Oh goodness. That would be very unusual in the movie. Okay. Pull another from this. Oh boy. Tarantulas. So Dad looked up from his meatball and his spaghetti and said, somehow I don't think any of my study of rock formation and fossils have prepared me for this. I don't know how we all settled down, but we did for the time. And that's when Mom finally realized what Dad said about 10 minutes ago. Ray Dean said what? She wants to send Carl Ray up here. Carl Ray is one of Aunt Dean and Uncle Carl Joe's 7 children. He's my cousin. What do you mean she wants to send Carl Ray up here? Mom didn't look too happy about this. No, she didn't. Not at all. Yeah.
How about Captain America when he's sad?
Well, they are pretty upset with this situation. Okay. It's just temporary. My dad said he wants to get a job here. There's no work down there. It's just going to be for a little while until he gets a job and gets on his feet. Send him here to this house. So it's okay, Grace. It's really okay. And we're glad you came here. It's better late than never. To this house, to live with us. And then she said, "Don't you think it's a little strange, Sam? But there are lots of other people. There are lots of other places he could go, aren't there?" Father shrugged. Sometimes he doesn't like to elaborate. And just exactly, or where will we put him exactly? My mother has stopped eating by now. Betty, I mean not Betty. Oh, Peggy, I miss you. Okay, but yeah, all serious. Yeah, glad you was able to get here, Grace.
Hades from Descendants?
Oh boy, oh that's good. Oh, Hades from Descendants.
Oh.
I almost thought the original Hades for a second. Okay, we'll do that. Well, we could put the boys in together. All three of them wouldn't hurt them. Then we could call Ray in the little room where Tommy is now. In the nursery? Sam, are you serious? It's just temporarily. A month, maybe 2 months, maybe the summer. Oh, please. This summer, are you serious? My father closely examines meatball. My mom kept on going, and when she does, she wants call Ray to come up here. My father chewing when he answered. Saturday, yeah, Mom almost a joke. Saturday, Sam? Today is Thursday. You can't be serious. Why doesn't she have a phone? Yes, he had to sing his pointless song. Oh, please. Oh, boy. And since you mentioned Hades from Descendants, from the Descendants, I would like to go to Descendants. I'm going to throw in the original Hades. Oh, boy. My father was chewing around. That's right. I already read that one. I'm going to do it somewhere. They don't have a phone. They don't have a phone. You know that, he said. And Maggie was like, ooh, how primitive. Maggie could not exist for one whole day without a single phone. I can assure you that. So call Ray comes, the day after tomorrow. This should be interesting, I have to admit, I'm sort of surprised, Mainly the West Virginia Finleys, they hardly ever leave West Virginia. And the only time that I've ever heard Uncle Call Joe venturing this far north was when he visited my father and met Aunt Renee a long time ago. Oh boy. Bada bing, bada boom, bada bing. Do that, this, that. Oh boy. Why she comes up with another one. You got one there.
How about Hulk when he was dumb? Dumb Hulk.
The dumb Hulk?
Or how about Hulk when he was excited, like when he had made out with Betty, when he was excited?
Well, I think that was Banner that was doing it. He stopped because he didn't want to Hulk out.
All right, she said Elvis Presley.
Okay. All right. Well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, my parents talk about that time whenever New Year's rolled around. That's because they had one heck of a New Year's Eve. And Uncle Carl Joe and Aunt Renee, they fell in love at first sight. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, Uncle Carl Joe whisked Aunt Radine off to West Virginia. But at least I think they got married first. And I bet they haven't left West Virginia since. They never visit us anyway. They got way too many kids to fit in the car, As they try to, it's almost like trying to fit the Jackson 5 in a little mini Volvo, you know what I'm saying? Well, we've been to their house, though. I can hardly remember which cousin Carl Ray is, there's so many of them I have a hard time forgetting. My grandma gets all of us mixed up all the time. But Maggie told me later that he was the one with the white blonde hair, and he was about 17 years old, about the same age as Maggie. So, what I'm saying? This visit should be really, 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 really interesting. Oh, I know if you step on my blue suede shoes, I mean it. If you step on them, you're gonna have to pay for them. Let's get we're gonna go enough since Grace, is in there. Yeah, we're gonna.
Drunk theory said.
Oh boy, I should have seen that one coming. See, oh my goodness.
On weed.
So he's drunk and on weed. Well, that probably explains the 420 awards. That would be a really good explanation for that one. Ooh, Lord, what a day. I'm so excited. Oh man, this business about Carl Ray is getting way out of hand, but I'm not mad at all, huh? And, we got up this morning and I noticed that instead of my mom's usual individual telephone notes for us, oh, I can hardly read there. And that was just one note by the telephone. And you know what it said? It said, Maggie, oh Mary Lou, call me at work when you get up. Love you, old mama. And you know what else he probably said? I got a coronavirus. I got now the virus. And I kid you not, 420 Awards, he actually had a break where he was really drinking Corona in his Corona edition 420 Awards. And when he was drinking the Corona, he was claiming he had the coronavirus, and he really acted like he was high when he was it actually happened. That's the funny thing about it. Like, what is wrong with him? Then he said he had the Baka virus. Oh boy.
If most people saw what he did, I know they won't be laughing. They would just be offended and angry. They say, "How could you?"
Oh boy.
Because we suffer enough from this.
I put it this way: I think Derek Savage done went from being petty about the YouTube critics, and now he's probably turned into Michael Bay, where he's like, I don't care. When he made, he's turned into Michael Bay now, I think. Okay, let's see. You got one there.
How about Smart One?
Smart. Oh, Professor Holt.
Smart One.
Okay. While she's thinking we're gonna do Professor Hulk. Right away I knew that if she didn't leave a list for each of us, there was nothing to do. But I know Mom better than that. She probably meant that there was so much, to do that she couldn't write it all down. I was right. She gave us a list about a mile long, and it was all because of Carl Ray. So mainly, we just had to move everything out of Tommy's room and Dennis and Doug's room, and then bring the spare bed, out of the attic, and then put it in Tommy's room and wash the windows, and on and on. It was kind of fun, for a while, and we like to move things around, especially. But when Dennis and I were bringing down the bed from the attic, we had a slight little problem. Oh yeah. Oh yes. I'll get you. Hulk smash. Listen to your mom. Oh yeah. Yeah, that was my favorite part of Endgame. Was Professor Hulk. Let me see.
Chris Rock as cool.
Oh, wait. It's a stiffer than your Mister. Let's see. I'm not sure about the stiffer than your Mister part, but I do know Chris, but I can do Chris Rock as Cool Cat though. More updates. Okay. Oh boy, this goes. I hope y'all. Anybody wearing headphones, you might want to adjust your volume. This could get loud. Here we go. Well, the springs for all those old heavy metal ones, we was having trouble getting them down the attic. Down the stairs of the attic, and we decided to just when all suddenly the springs just lunged forward and crashed into the door at the bottom, putting a huge crack in it, and fell forward on Dennis, and a piece of it sprung right into his knee, and he started howling, and the blood was pouring all over. Oh my goodness! It was just like the same way he got bruised up by them bullies in school. And I'm tired of these bullies. Tired of these bullies. That is so not exquisite. Not exquisite at all. And Daddy Derek with his 420 awards ain't making it any better, you know. That just making it worse. Marketing me for weed like that. How am I gonna be for the kids now? Oh boy. He tried his best. Cool Cat actor tried his best to talk Derek out of that 420 thing. Oh boy. Okay. Ooh. Okay, let's see. You got one?
How about Deadpool?
Oh, right up Main Street.
Oh.
It was a mess. Maggie was yelling at Dennis to stop screaming, and Dennis was just screaming at me, saying it was all my fault, and I was screaming at Dennis and saying it was not, and Dougie was screaming because he hates all that screaming, then Tommy was screaming because everybody else was screaming, and now I'm screaming because all y'all are screaming. I'm trying to tell y'all to stop screaming. Stop all that screaming. Okay, I'm gonna calm down now. Let me go. I feel much better now.
Bob Shaw. Beast Wars Megatron?
Oh boy, I gotta do that one. Got to. And then Maggie ran over to Mrs. Fuzzy, who was the only neighbor home. Oh, so I'm sure she wasn't exactly thrilled about helping us after dinner smash the eggs into her house. I mean, I wouldn't be either. But she came running over in her curlers and bathrobe and told me to wrap up Dennis's legs while she changed her clothes, and then she would take him to the emergency room. So I would put a pillowcase around his leg, trying to remember my first aid kit. I wanted to try a tourniquet, but Dennis wasn't having any part of that. He just kept on saying how he was going to throw up, and I hate it when people say that they're going to throw up. It makes me so sick. Yes.
Snoopy the pillow from Oogie Loves.
Oh, I get to do that again. Well, oh, you get the pillow character. Maggie called Barb, who said she would meet Mrs. Fuzzy and Dennis at the emergency room. I wanted to go, but Maggie said that she would go and I had to stay here and help with Tommy. I think Maggie made that up. And then Maggie and Dennis were gone forever. And I thought Dennis died or something, Well, that does happen sometimes. We read Robert Frost's poem in English class called Out Out last year about a boy who got his hand cut near from a buzzsaw and died while his hand was being sewn back on. That was the saddest poem because the end of it, nobody seemed to care about the boy dying. Oh, but I do. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Poor Slug. Dang.
Oh yes. Oh, just Harry Hook. It was an interesting Harry Hook earlier. Oh
Yeah.
boy, you'll see it on the replay. But here's Harry Hook again. Yeah. Okay, Harry Hook, and then that there. Okay, here we go. They just went on with their business. I have to admit that even though I really like Dennis, I would miss him a lot if he died. I kept thinking maybe I would get him. Excuse me, all that fish over at Uma's place, and I would get his new bike, but then I would feel guilty for thinking that. I dragged the mattress down out of the attic by myself. Got the whole bed together with only a little help from Ducky. And then made up the bed, took down the curtains, washed them, cleaned the windows, and had done everything when Maggie and Dennis strolled in with Mom, who had taken the rest of the day off from work. I didn't. Oh, yes.
She wants the alien chief from the Star Wars holiday special.
Let's see, Alien. Trying to think. Okay, I I think I know I've seen reviews of that. I'm trying to think which one was the Alien Chief. Uh, Alien. Come on, go back. Let's see. Okay, Star Wars Holiday Special. Let's see. Alien Chief. Okay, let's see. She. Oh wait. Is it? Oh, the chef. Okay, chef. Okay.
Oh, chef. The alien chef.
I'm trying to think. Was that the one whose bar was about to close down? Chef.
Either that or the one who say, stir, whip, whip.
Oh, okay. I think okay, that's the. Yes, okay, I remember that one. Okay.
Stir, whip, stir, whip,
Funny,
stir.
funny thing about that character when I saw that in a review.
Yeah.
In a review, it wasn't a Star Wars clip, but they played this clip in a review I saw. I thought that was a clip from That's So Raven for some reason. I was like, what episode was that on? So, but turns out that's what it was from. Okay. Then Maggie over to Mrs. Fuzzy, who was the oh wait, I almost read that. I already read that pause. Mom hardly noticed all the work I had done. She was so busy drooling all over Dennis, and Dennis was being pathetic. He wasn't even near dead, just had a huge bandage on his knee. He spent the entire day lying on the couch in the living room, moaning as he got ice cream and ginger ale. Mom kept going and feeling on his forehead. It was his knee that got hurt. Knee that got hurt. Stir, whip, stir, whip, stir, whip, stir, whip. I'll whip you around your head. That was a little touch of Gabe with that.
The creepy clown nestling dolls from the Nutcracker in the form realms.
Creepy clown.
The creepy clown nesting. from the Nutcracker in the Corn realm.
I'm trying to think how he sounded. Because I only saw the review once. Let's see.
Okay.
A clown. Creepy. Let's see. Might have to pet that. I have to look at that again to make. I have to take another look at that review. Yes, I only saw it once there. Yeah, but another one there, Grace. There did like it mixing up with the Star Wars one. That was the one I did not expect there. Okay. They went on. Okay, that's where I got that from. Milky Marvin. Okay, actually, and funny you should mention that. I actually got him on the list over here to the right. To my right. And I just watched the Yuki Loves review on BitChute because YouTube was so mean and took Bob Shaw's review of it down. Why would you take a review of a box office bomb down?
I hate it.
I mean, yeah, box office bomb. They shouldn't even care about that review.
We just laugh at it.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mom only said two things about Carl Ray's room. First, she said, "Thank you, girls, for setting it up." Girls. And Maggie just smiled and said, "It was nothing. Nothing at all." Ha 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 ha. And the only other thing that Mom said was, "I can't imagine Carl Ray in the nursery." Well, it does seem a little funny. And the room has yellow walls. That's not so bad. With these pretty white curtains and little bunnies. Not so bad. And the border around them, the top of the walls has little bunnies on it as well. The little bunnies. The bunnies all over Corey's room.
The goldfish from the Oogie one.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember him. I kept on wondering what it would be like with Carl Ray here. Whenever I asked Maggie, she just to tell me more about him, she acts like it's no big deal. But I did notice that she put a bottle of perfume in the bathroom, which is really strange because she usually hides it in the drawer so that nobody would touch it.
You have a person named Peter Lore.
Peter Lore. Was that in Oogie Loves too?
Never heard of him.
Peter Orange. What was that in? And then I see Pingo the Fish. Yeah. Pingo the. Sorry about that, man. I know a lot. There's a lot that I do know, but it like as Patrick said, it kind of varies. No place.
Icon for its creepy boy.
Let me see. Let's see something here. If I can pull up something he's in, I might. But I know there's some voices I recognize, but I may not always know the name there. Peter Lorre. What were you in, buddy? Looks kind of familiar. Let's see, Peter. Let's see this dude. Mr. Moto. Okay, I see some of the stuff he's in here. Yep. I don't see anything that I recognize. There's some old movies there, though.
She said it's okay, we can't do it.
Yeah, that was.
I guess it's a path.
Yeah, because I was seeing the thing there. Yeah, I saw a movie, yeah, but I don't see any movie that I recognize on his list there.
Pingo the Fish.
Let's see, Pingos. Let's see. Sound that might be something familiar. Pingo the Fish. Say. Oh, okay. It's a little pink, look like a little penguin on here. Okay, I see him, but I don't know his voice though. Okay, I don't know the voice of the penguin there. Oh,
Pingo the Fish.
yeah. Okay. Oh, Tentacolini. Oh, that bit. Is that the one that says they don't like the water because it's too wet? I remember seeing that clip there. Tentacolini. Oh, yeah.
She said no, he's the fish that Tops was afraid in the anime it got made. He says, fabulous, fabulous, fabulous.
Oh, so he kind of sound like he kind of got a little Spanish. I think it's that. Fabuloso.
It might be Spanish or Italian. Spanish and
Fabulous.
Italian sounds similar.
Okay. Okay, I'll see if. Okay, I'm gonna. I'm gonna try to wing it. Yeah, I'm gonna try to wing that one.
Never mind. You don't have to do
Oh, okay. Sorry about that, Grace. There. Huh.
it.
Okay, let's see. Well, he's probably thinking of another one. You got one though?
How about the mask?
Oh, wait, hold on.
Scrappy Doo.
Scrappy, yes, I know Scrappy Doo. Okay. Everyone seems so excited about Car Ray coming. Even Mom, which surprises me because I thought she didn't want him to come. I kept wondering how we're all going to manage getting in and out of the bathroom. That would make 8 of us that have to share it, and with 7 of us now, that's already a problem. There's another one downstairs, but it only has the toilet and the sink. Mom told me that me and Maggie would have to wear bathrobes now. I wonder if Carl Ray will have to wear a bathrobe. And a puppy power! Hey, Uncle Scooby! Oh boy. Oh boy.
Pee Wee Herman again.
Oh boy. Let's see. Oh, hang on one second there. Now I got a ducky cover. And now, here we go. Well, Carl Ray has arrived, and it's almost midnight. Maggie is out with her boyfriend Kitty, and boy is that mad. And she hasn't seen Carl Ray. And she hasn't even seen Carl Ray. That's not why Dad is mad, though. He's mad because Maggie and Kitty left at noon. And they were going to the beach, but didn't say what time they'd be back. She's gonna be in real trouble, I think. Everyone else went to bed, but Dad is downstairs waiting. And you know what today's secret word is? Curfew! Ah!
wouldn't
I think I recognize that name. Did he play Pacha?
he? Yeah.
Okay, yes, I know him. Okay, I knew that name sounded familiar.
Hmm.
Well, about Carl Ray, what a disappointment it is. What a disappointment he is. I was expecting something quite different. Quite. We waited around all morning, looking out the windows, and around noon, Dad came back from Alicia's Elisa's where he does the grocery shopping on Saturday. And afterward, he stops at Elisa's, which is an Italian deli, and he buys a bunch of ham and 2 loaves of hot, hot, fresh bread. And as soon as he gets home, we put away the groceries and dive right into that hot bread and ham and make some enormous sandwich. Mmm. Well, that's just the best part of Saturdays. Usually, enjoying good old sandwiches like that. You guys have, I really enjoy that, don't you, Cusco? And Zazu and Scar, oh boy. Well, and just as we finished putting away the groceries, and seconds before we were going to start cutting up that bread, Dougie comes into the kitchen yelling, "Call Ray! Call Ray! There's a guy at the door that says he's Call Ray!" What timing. Well, Call Ray is about as tall and skinny, but as tall and skinny as a person ever could be, still alive. He has the blondest hair, almost white. It sticks out in places like the top of his head and behind his ears, where it is cut kind of short. And he's real pale and has a million freckles all over his face and arms, which are the only part of him sticking out. I bet he has freckles everywhere. And the tiny little eyes and a tiny little nose, almost as small as Superman's eyes. In fact, his whole head looks like a miniature of a real person's head. So there's like this tiny little head perched on top of this tall, thin body, and hanging down is 2 long, thin freckled arms, and 2 long, thin legs, and 2 long, thin hands, and thin feet. Just about thin everything you might well. For the guy. What say you, Scar? Well, Carl Ray has hardly ever talked at all yet. And Mom thinks it's because he's nervous. Although, he keeps looking down at your feet and never at your face. After we got him out of the living room and into the kitchen, Mom told us kids to wait and not hog all the ham and bread until Carl Ray had a chance to get his. Oh, I can see it all now. Carl Ray is going to take over. And he's going to be the only one to get his own room and the only one to grab 6 slices of ham, 4 slices of bread before anyone can even touch it. Man, this guy can eat. How unfabulous. Okay. Let's see what you got.
Top of the masculine was high on caffeine, like coffee.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Although he probably get hyped up even without coffee. Think of it. Smoky! After lunch, Mom showed Carl Ray to his room and drooled all over him, apologizing for the buddies and stuff. He didn't say one word. He just looked around and put his suitcase down. And Mom said that he might rest for a while, probably because he ate such a huge lunch. He nodded and closed the door. And then Mom told us all to be quiet until he got up. So all afternoon, everybody tiptoed around, and he didn't even come out of his room until he smelled dinner cooking. And we were just about to put everything on the table, and he just appeared. He kind of sneaks up on you like that, don't you?
I have to go to bed soon since I have college tomorrow. Last one's from me. Kool-Aid Man, Jafar, Soundwave, Sylvester the Cat, and Lucky the Left.
Okay. All right. That should finish out this chapter, though. Wrap it up there. Let's see. All right. Let's see. Let's see. First was Kool-Aid Man. Okay. Mom told Carl Ray to sit at the end of the table opposite Dad, and that was special seats that we all take turns sitting in. I don't know why it's special, but it just is. But for being a skinny person, this he can sure eat. And he had like 4 pieces of chicken, 3 helpings of mashed potatoes, and a ton of green beans, 3 glasses of milk, and 2 helpings of cake. Oh yeah! And oh yeah, jump on. Well, the mom kept looking at the chicken as if she could make more pieces appear by staring at it hard enough. And when Dennis went to take a second piece, she gave him a dirty look and said, "Wait a bit, we have a bit of company." And after dinner, we all sat around watching TV. Carl Ray sat in Dad's favorite chair, the one of us that he never allows any of us to sit in when he's in the room. During the whole night, Carl Ray never said one single word, even though Mom and Dad will sometimes say something to him and he just nods and shakes, and sometimes grunts a little bit. I am tired of that agitating tweet. And it's a sound wave, oh boy. When everybody started going to bed, Mom said, "Oh, I'm trying to turn this page and it won't hardly turn. Now let Carl Ray get to the bathroom first." So we all waited around until he went into his room and shut the door. And let's see, Sylvester the Cat. These two should finish us out. Okay. Well, we waited and waited, and finally Dougie went over and peeked under the door and whispered that the night was out. Doesn't Carl Ray ever wash up or brush his teeth before he go to bed? Suffering succotash. It's 1 o'clock and Maggie isn't home. I bet Dad is waiting in the living room. I sure wouldn't want to be her tonight. That's me lucky charm, the magically delicious. But I don't think Maggie's going to be getting any lucky charms tonight. All right.
Sorry, came too late, but it was fun when I got here. See you next time.
All right. We'll see you there later, Grace.
Good night.
Good night. And I think we're going to wrap it there ourselves there. Read pretty long here. Yep. So hope you all enjoyed what we've read so far. The next time, our next live, I will announce when it'll be. We'll pick up at Sunday, June the 17th in here. So make sure, little thing to close y'all out. Make sure to support us on Patreon. Get some comics, and keep watching the videos and share, like this. Like and share with everybody you know, and do all that, and we will see you next time. Yeah.
Good night.
Good night. So cut the camera off. Cut the camera. A little joke from Jamaica Snooki.